You and your fighters turn and run, leaping for the longships. Slinger rocks knock against shields and a few helmets, but the ships move away. Oh my god. Everyone is safe until a glowing rock lands on the bow of a rear ship. The explosion kills a few. The river kills the rest. Oh! We might make it down this river to the capital without any more trouble. You look at Ivor, surprised by his optimism. And I might sprout wings and start flying. Okay, you asshole. Again, man, stop it. Would that make up for your missing arm? Why are we such assholes to each other? We're trying not to die. Hey, I get to make the jokes about losing my arm, not you. I suppose that's fair. So, what are you worried about now? I think you should make use of this trainer and his tent that we haul around everywhere. You can't hesitate anymore when it comes to killing others, not when it comes to protecting your own. Let's make the ships. Make sure you're ready by challenging your skills. What? No, the dredger right there. We are being chased. We need to run. Man, we messed up. Injuries. Okay, so they're injured. Thank God. I thought they were dead. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have penalty to max strength, equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. We really needed the Black Ravens from the last episode, when we told them that they were assholes and that we didn't want their help. That was our mistake. We still have not moved very far at all. I mean, I think we're only at the forest. Good, I like it. We've got over 900 people, over 1,000 people in this journey. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape and what looks like fur or hair in the net. Fire an arrow into the mass. Keep watching as the man hauls it out. Release your net. Let's keep watching. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net, long dead, what's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of the ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. That was strange. Looks like we have something coming up here. The supplies go down. Hopefully those bastards healed. A desperate-looking lot of adults and a Varl stand on the shoreline, waving you down. They probably look similar. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? Let's slow the boats. The basics, food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. Okay, we can give them some food. I don't really want to bring them aboard. Damn it. Are we really? This is like Walking Dead right now, man. We have to bring them aboard. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name and as his appreciation. Sweet, so we got some people. They're not assholes, thank God. Oh my goodness. I would have brought them aboard the ships and I would have had like 20 people guarding them. One person per person. A buddy system. Time on the cramped long ships is proving too much for the children. F*** the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. Say nothing. Keep your kids by your side. We're at war until Arborum. Yes. Some mothers give you irritated glances while a few Varl smile in your direction. Regardless, there is no denying the children are safer by their parents. It's absolutely right. Watch your kids, man. They could die at any second. You need to be careful here. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you and he slowly shakes his head. We'll help as many as we can. They might supply us for our trouble. You want me to turn my back on them? Ignore the village. Let's ask him what he wants us to do. It's not that. It's just that if you try for too much, sometimes you're worse off than not trying at all. We'll help as many as we can. When the ships land, you and a few others rush towards the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, he growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. The Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Push on to the village and investigate? Let's do that. A barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual. Some kind of trick? No, they gathered everyone in the barn and they burned them. Let's look for supplies. The village is stripped of anything useful. Those around you are frustrated by the wasted effort. You slowly trudge back towards the ships and find Rugga pacing. We were ambushed by some bandits while you were away. They took off in a ship with supplies, so we'll be even more crowded now. Makes me think we shouldn't be helping anyone but ourselves from now on. If that's what we want to do, that's what we want to do. A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while you kick around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl whispers is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. Get the entire caravan back on the ships. Kill it before it alerts other dredge. Watch the dredge track it if possible. Back away, leaving the dredge alone. We gotta kill it. Your arrow wedges in between 2 plates of stone armor, and the dredge cries out in a strange warble. It runs, eluding your second shot before disappearing into the trees. The Varl, who made no move to chase the dredge, says, "We'd better get everyone to stop looking for food and head back to the boats." He sounds vaguely irritated. Everyone watches the shoreline in silence, but no sign of dredge force is spotted. Some complain about running from a single dredge, but most just stay quiet and vigilant. Okay, well, we're actually going to camp anyway. We've done rather well. Let's go talk to Bulwark, see if we can mend that relationship. We're going to need his help. We got our asses handed to us without his help. Oh, this is Hacken. The 2 Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivor catches your eye and waves you over. So they've all armed themselves and are running from something. But what? Hacken's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too. We might have lost great wars. You think about what to say. Has everyone ever talked to dredge? That's what I want to talk about. Both Varl look at each other. There are rumors that some have tried to and been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a dredge voice make your skin fall off. So there's been no communication with the enemy. Is that normal? We're too busy killing to worry about the fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling sounds. I'd guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Volca. But good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. You think about what to say. What happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivor has never said much about the past. Oh? Ivor says nothing. Well, he probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. Let's talk about Juno. But what Volcas say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy. Still, it might explain why the dredge are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first, or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent, then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. I'll leave you figuring out your big issues. You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. I say if it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. Absolutely, Hack. That did nothing helpful. That was a whole bunch of exposition. Let's go talk to... This looks like Ivan. We got him mortally injured last time. Ivan, Juno's apprentice, and the mender found nearly dead at Ridgehorn. Moves his staff in a complex pattern, repairing some armor. Not a bad festival trick, right? Care to give it a try? Mending? Me? Let's say sure. Alright, here, try this. He makes an intricate motion with his staff, and broken links in the armor fuse together. You try to duplicate his motions, but nothing happens. He smiles. Anyone can be a mender, but the training can be difficult. I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. You've already completed many of the lessons, tending to wounds, endurance trials, focus amid distractions. It comes naturally to you. Then what would I have to do if I say yes? You'd have to practice day and night. Ivan looks up toward the unmoving sun. You'd have to practice quite a bit. It wouldn't be easy. It might not even be popular with the clansmen, so I'm assuming that the sun is always in the sky. They're a little skittish around Juno and me. You're not making it sound that great. I've never been much of a recruiter, but mending has its advantages, both on and off the battlefield. Like healing someone who's lost an arm to asunder. Ivan grins and picks up the armor. Hopefully not. Anyway, mull it over and we'll talk about it again. I've got to check on the fighter who was wearing this. Oh.
carved rock on a vacant island. Azalai's godstone almost looks lonely.
Oh man, the next chapter here, I see Ivor. She's even more beautiful than the songs say. Oh, is this the rock? Oh, look at that. Ding da bum ba dum. Him ba dum, him ba dum, bum dum dum. We're gonna get ambushed. The clansmen and Varl are admiring the godstone when you notice some are missing. It's Bulwark and his ravens. They look rather upset by my music and all this singing. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally, but come closer. Let me introduce you to Aseli, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. The skald runs a finger over small etchings in the stone, inscriptions from all those who were here, who were lost but found a way back home with her help. I'm actually going to look for anything of value. I'm in Rick mode. I'm in survival mode. I don't have time for religion or ancient tales. You spend a fair amount of time looking at all the baubles left by other visitors, but nothing strikes you as valuable. As you return to the pitched camp, Aleo pulls you aside. We all have our strengths, and mine is in stories that may very well benefit us all in these troubled times. They're at least worth a listen. He doesn't sound upset. It's a simple request. I don't know what's happening. So that was the girl. Shouts from one of the rear longships grab everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty, and the ship is taking on water fast, with dredge on the bank and all other ships almost at capacity. You consider your options. Bank the longships for repairs? No. Have the clansmen board other ships. Dump supplies to make room. Let's ask for the advice. We'll need her out of the water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. Okay, so we lost 4 people, 3 fighters, and a Varl. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that wasn't the worst thing that could have happened. The air, there's something changing. Oh my god. The sheer cliffs and boulders-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. How are they as fast as the water? Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall, shouts the sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse as you nearly lose your balance. Oh my god. Oh no. Not good. Everyone off the boats. Everyone off the boats. Everyone off the boats. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh.